Really?
I'm gonna like lead you into it, just so it's
All right.
welcome back to, and then you gotta like
Professional and amateurs. Like, like that?
Yeah.
That's what you're going for? You wanted people to hear that shit?
no, but I saw it because we were recording here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, go on.
And welcome back to professional.
No, finish your thought.
Oh, okay, yeah. So basically, if you're out of focus, right?
Mhm.
Let's say we saw focus on me, but I'm the one talking. I'm
Okay.
technically in focus, because your focus is on me, even though I'm out of focus.
Okay, but you mean okay? Now that took a while. I understand now.
Yeah.
But you mean as because like my attention is on you.
Yeah. So it's like still focus.
So I'm focused on you and the fact that you're out of focus.
Yeah. So it's like RT.
That's
That's what makes it RT.
what's RT though? I think the line is RT. Saying that is RT more than the actual
But
thing.
the actuality of it is
Because you're being out of focus, and then now you're in focus because
and
you're
I'm in
thinking about you because you're out of focus.
Exactly.
Oh.
Because then now
yeah.
you shift your focus, but like I'm still talking, so then you have to shift it back. So it's like more interesting.
So are you trying to pitch a whole video where the
It's
fucking
like,
artist is out of focus the
focus?
whole time?
That'd be crazy. Because then if you think about it, no one's ever done that, right?
That'd be interesting, but then whatever is in focus should be like it'd be
Yeah.
set dependent. It'd be
Yeah,
a crazy
yeah,
set. Like imagine
yeah.
like the way it's lit up, and maybe it's a bar or like
But
a
it should
restaurant
be
or
like
a studio.
he should be so out of focus
It's
that the
completely
background
blurred.
is like shallow.
Yeah, but the background should be completely in
Completely in
focus.
focus,
You're saying,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's so like it's like a 1.8 or like 2.4,
Yeah,
2.8.
but like it's flipped.
Yeah,
that'd be
exactly. And but
crazy.
the shit in the back has to be
Mhm.
interesting because even though the whole point is he's out of focus but in focus,
Yeah.
is that whatever we're watching should be something cool.
Cool. And then at the end he gets in focus.
No, it depends because I feel like that's just like so predictable. Of course, that's how they fucking ended the video.
But wait, what if you just rack focus quickly, and then he goes in focus, and then you go
for
back
like
out.
a glimpse.
For literally like,
Yeah.
and then they think it's a mess up, but it's like an Easter egg to the end.
Yeah, you know what's kind of cool to realize I can do is this.
What?
Look behind me.
Oh shit!
I can play videos behind me, bro. Ain't crazy?
Wait. Do you know? Like, can you show that video though? That's
I can't do that shit. I think I get flagged.
You get flagged for
I mean,
showing it.
I'm pretty fucking sure.
What?
Pretty fucking sure you can't show other people's videos on your like video.
But you can't show the sound of the video.
You can't show the sound. No,
I mean, you can't play the sound.
Well, you literally can't show the sound. Yeah.
I mean, technically, you can show sound if you show the sound waves and shit.
And then make the sound waves out of focus, and then you're in focus. And shut the fuck up, man. What are you all about today? Fucking abstract as fuck.
You always have to have an answer.
I'm looking at the sound waves right now. I see sound. That's what Kanye said, right? I see music.
I see
You heard
music. No,
He literally sees sound waves and music. I think that's what he said.
because
He has,
Kanye is Kanye though. Like
he has a not a disease, but it's like a thing where he sees sound.
he sees sound.
Kanye sees music.
Oh, you're searching it up.
I just want to know what's called. I have a condition called synesthesia, where I see sounds. That's fucked, bro. Which also makes sense though, because he's so dope, like making music. You fuck with Kanye?
I do, but it's like
hardcore though or no?
no,
Top 3 or no?
no.
Top 5? Top 10?
I mean, yeah.
Not even top 10. Get the fuck out of my house. Right now. What
No,
the
I'm
fuck?
joking. Kanye's at least 0.
Because he's before even top 5.
Even top 5.
What's your top 3?
Top 3 is Kendrick, Joel.
Kendrick, Joel. You don't even know J. Cole's name. What the fuck? Joel, dude, if his first name was Joel, that'd be so bad. Joel Cole. Joel Cole, my name is Joel Cole. And it'd be like, then I'd understand why he goes with J. It's not like, yeah, please don't use your name. My name's Joel Cole.
What's his actual name?
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
Yeah, little Jermaine.
See, that's how he knows it. He's definitely my top 3.
Good old Joel. Good old Joel Cole. Good old Joel Cole stole some coals.
I can't list the top 3 right now, bro.
J. Cole, Kendrick.
And then Drake.
All right.
I say the reason I say Drake though isn't because like he's like the best, but he's like legendary.
Well,
because
it's
any song he ever drops.
The fact that you said that is such a fucking typical thing where it's like whenever anyone boosts Drake, but they want to make sure like no, but I love lyricists though. I love Kendrick and Drake. Like I'm all about the lyrics, but Drake.
Okay, never mind. Let me take him off.
No, you made it worse.
Fuck Drake.
Fuck. Accept it, dude. He is dope, and you gotta. The reason he's dope is because he's. It's like
but
you gotta look at it like look at the fucking history or like the
Childish
map.
Gambino. Okay.
He's for sure.
Yeah.
But thing is, if you take Drake out, imagine how much music you lose. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah.
You can't like hate on the guy.
Bro,
he's like you lose so much.
It's a lot. It's actually a lot because like if you think about like all the features, like his solo, like even just everything in general.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I mean, I think I know the answer to this question then. But J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, one's gotta go.
Drake.
Really though?
But then
really though?
actually no, never mind. You know why I say never mind? Because like
You already got J. Cole or Kendrick, one of them.
so Kendrick. So basically, I listen to Kendrick a lot, but like
Go on.
he barely drops music. You know what I'm saying? So if I needed to be comfortable, or just
Feel
have
safe that you always have good music going on.
yeah, like I'm always gonna have music. Drake and J. Cole,
All right.
because J. Cole is more consistent than Kendrick.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick's crazy good.
But he's
so fucking
so
good.
like low key.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, he's dope. But
Yeah.
I think
his new artist though is
Who?
pretty good. What's his name? Oh my god.
Top Dog. He's part of Top Dog.
No, just typing Kendrick's new artist. He's literally so new. Can't remember his name. I'm so bad at names.
Doesn't say.
Kendrick's new artist.
It wouldn't come up, dude. It'd be like
Kendrick's Prodigy.
PG Lang. That's his new
Yeah,
company.
yeah. So PG Lang, and then he's a part of it.
Okay. So
You know him.
What's PG Lang?
PG Lang is his thing. His company.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Isn't it TDE?
Nah, TDE is like a whole thing, but he's
oh,
on TDE.
PG Lang is like his shit.
He's
It's
like
his
a clothing brand, I
Jack
think.
Boys.
Jack Boy. It's
like
like
Travis Scott's Jack
yeah,
Boys,
yeah,
Kendrick's PG
yeah.
Lang.
Fuck, what's his name, bro? Kendrick's Prodigy. He's gonna pop up, no?
Prodigy. That's big words, bro. For
Yeah. Kendrick's
Baby Keem, George.
Yep, Baby Keem.
Baby Keem.
Baby Keem.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't think I've looked into him that much.
He's good. He's pretty good.
Baby. I think I may know who you're talking about though.
He's pretty good. He dropped his new track. Yo, the video is fire. Like he dropped a new video.
Hooligan.
That video is sick.
Like 3 months old. Well, I'll check it out though.
Yeah.
Yo, let's get to the point. Fuck.
What's the point?
We want to talk about some shit today.
Oh, we're talking?
We playing the question game right now?
Okay, so welcome back to no, go on.
Go for it. No.
No.
No. Go over it.
I'm gonna like lead you into it. Just so it's
All right.
welcome back to, and then you got it like
Professional and amateurs. Like,
Yeah.
That's what you're going for?
that way, cause like you can.
Yeah, I need sound bites for my teaser, right? So
yeah, exactly. So I'm doing it for you.
I should just give me a couple sound bites.
Okay.
What the fuck you mean by that? Wait.
Hey yo, nigga.
What is it, Maury Povich? I'm filming here, bro.
Hey yo, what the fuck you say about me?
Yeah, I guess
Hey,
really
yo, big
gangster.
homie.
The whole teaser's so gangster, and then you watch the show, and it's like, so like the lighting in that shot was like, it was a bit too.
Oh, I got one.
Alright.
So yeah, we moved the light over just so that we can get the Rembrandt lighting, and when we put it back, we realized that all the chromatic aberrations on the side of him was like really gone. So I think, yeah,
I concur. That was good. I didn't realize what you're doing, but that's a great soundbite.
yes,
Yeah.
somebody.
So then fucking Party calls me up, and he's like, I need you to shoot me a video. That's in the teaser.
That's it.
Like, he was like, I gotta watch that episode. They talked about what?
Oh man, yeah. So no, Drake's team.
Yeah, he just fucking, what is it called?
Clickbait.
I
Everywhere.
know, name dropping.
Name drop. Yeah. So yeah, Drake's team. Yeah, basically they wanted us to
And then no, cut there. You don't finish
exactly,
it.
Yeah. So they have to go watch that.
So
episode.
guess who calls me then? And then stop. Oh, I gotta hear that episode.
So one time Oprah's management.
We're trying to cover all the bases, all the demographics. So Taylor Swift is all like, just cover all the bases. Something political. I don't know. Donald Trump was.
So we got invited to the, and then you just stop it there. Yeah. It's always like,
And
It's like literally
I couldn't walk straight for a week. Just whoa, what the fuck happened? Oh shit, what?
yeah, my back, it hurts.
And then it gets really obvious.
Yeah. But now I was saying that that's how TV shows do it. They like always lead like.
Well, it's movies, right? Movies, like there's scenes in movies.
Oh, if they want to,
where it's like
it's a
we
sequel.
amp this fucking. No, not even sequel. I'm saying like they. In a film, they'll amp a moment
for
up,
the
so they're like,
trailer.
"Oh yeah, exactly." For the trailer, we're gonna use this. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's so crazy too, cause like you look at it, and even for Kevin Hart's, sorry for the name drop, Kevin Hart's new podcast.
Okay,
like,
first of all, name drop isn't talking about shit. It's if you know him. Fucking me being like
Oh,
that new
but
album's a name
know.
drop is like if you're trying to act like you
I
work
know,
with him.
I know. I saw him the other day.
Yeah.
He's
Go
in
on.
Milton, right?
Go on.
He's in Milton.
He is in Milton right now.
Yeah. But no. So I was saying that basically his new like stand up, like his special, basically he was saying all these things and it sounded dope in the actual trailer.
Right. Yeah.
But sorry, in the trailer, but in the actual
it's like whatever.
it was
wasn't as
weak.
epic.
It was
Yeah,
weak
yeah.
as fuck. So I got amped and then I forced myself into liking it, kind of
Man,
thing.
it's weird, but I feel like that's a. there's like that's a genre of entertainment. Is like
yeah.
they just trying to. They know that they just want to get you through the door.
Why is this here? This is.
It's because it's COVID, baby.
Yeah.
You gotta get the mask
I
on.
didn't want to show that it's COVID. That's cool.
So this episode can be fucking played anytime.
Anytime.
2022, we're still playing this episode.
And what the fuck is COVID?
It'll be a new disease by then, bro.
Yo, it's so crazy. Like 10 years. So this is gonna be like for the next like 10 years, I think.
You fucking
No,
stupid.
not COVID. Like I mean the talk of COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like for your kids.
SARS died like that. I know COVID's way bigger. I get it. But all I'm trying to say is humans are fucked like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we overcome. Like I mean, overcoming is great, but we
span is getting shorter and shorter.
Our attention span. Say the vaccine and everything happens and COVID gets cured and it's like January the vaccine comes out by I don't have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about right now. But say like by May everyone's like normal now in the sense of like there's no more staged lockdowns. There's nothing. All the countries are fine, right? Like hopefully that happens. But say by mid next year everything is fucking back to normal in the sense of like it's done. Vaccines there, everyone's happy. Stores are open.
Someone's gonna come back.
I feel like I feel like by that Christmas,
it's not.
We'll barely be talking about it already.
It's like the elections, bro. Like
we do. Everyone's so about everything, but it's like attention span. Is like, what's next? What's next? What's next?
So after the elections, everyone's like, okay, good, he's in. Now what's next?
Yeah,
because like now it's over. Like
so what else we fucking talk about for like nonstop?
Now they're back onto the whole COVID.
Which,
thing,
by the way, man, honestly, the like one thing we do right now, we make videos, we make commercials, films, and stuff. My thing is, man, like. They say video is forever, right? Like in the sense of you create it, it's online, it'll always be online. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of nice, right? But also to remember the fact that everyone's attention span is so low. Yeah, it's kind of freeing because even like when I get like I'm dropping that project next week with Sikic, right? I'm gonna drop it. I think it's dope, but again, I have my nervousness of like, what if people don't like it? That insecure bullshit. Yeah. So, but then what kind of helps is to remember that
they're gonna watch it.
Fucking someone will watch it, even if they love it. They'll forget about it in like 2 days. If they hate it, they'll forget about it in 2 days. It's like only and the people that will still keep it in their mind. Like I have films that I still think about from time to time or whatever moments in a film. That's people who really dug it, and that's what matters. Those people carry it on with them because they'll think of the shot if they really really dig it, right? But to care so much about people hating on it, it's like, dude.
If they hate it,
they forget about it. I'm just saying,
but like, even if they don't forget about it, that's how you know they actually low key do like it in a sense.
Oh, you think you're going that way? Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I get what you mean. Though, like subconsciously, if you really hate it, you must like it.
You must like have some sort of connection to that person.
I mean, it's a strong emotion, hate. Yeah. So I mean, something must have triggered.
But again, it could be like instead of hating, they're I guess like they're just not there. So, like, for instance, Sikic, right? Maybe another artist would look at it and be like, oh, shit, this is whatever, because I can do a better music video or better this or that, right? Okay. And then they look into it, they're like, but I really wish I was, like, at that level that I can, like, get to. Because then people, you know how people go on and say, like, if I had that budget,
Are you saying that people hate on it because they're jealous because they're not the person? Is that what you're trying to say?
Like, they're not at that level.
Yeah, so they're hating on it instead of being like,
oh, okay, you know? But a lot of people also, they'd be like, oh, if I had this budget, I could have done this too, kind of thing.
Yeah, salty a little bit.
Salty, yeah.
Salty. So you.
Yeah. But I feel like once you get to that point, you realize that it's not that easy. Because like when we were doing music videos for maybe like $500 or $200, whatever, and then you start doing music videos for like 3,000 or 4,000, whatever, it's still the same because like we just up the ante, but like
the problem is the same.
The problem literally is
just at a bigger level, sure.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, now you're worried about a bigger light.
So when people that aren't doing it, like people that are still like beginning or whatever, and they're like, oh, if I had that budget and I could have done this or this, it's like, nah, bro. Like, I mean, maybe
you're gonna strive for it. It's not that. I do think budget helps, man. Like, I mean, it does. It changes
help.
Your fucking whole playing field. Like now you're playing in a big stadium.
Exactly,
you know
but then now you have those problems to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just what it is that. For newcomers or even like for us when we were back, like but like it's just you have to keep in mind that it's like you may get bigger budgets, but just know that the problems don't end because of budget. They make things easier for sure though. Like a lot of things. Dude, I used to PA my own shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like I was literally the director, producer, and I would run around getting the fucking food for everyone. I'd be like, for my first short film, I had like,
I remember that.
I told you that story. Yeah. Dude, I fucking had like, I had to get like props and all this shit, like equipment, tripod and stuff. And I didn't have a car. I just had a car accident a few months before that, so my car was totaled. I fucking go on the bus for like an hour, get to the set, go there, set up, and I'm directing this, I'm writing this, I'm producing this, and I'm doing the PA work basically. You know what I'm saying? Now it's gone to a point where even for the Sikic shoot, like the team's strong enough that like I got Justin and Alex here. I'm like, yo, please, you guys are like, this is your role for this thing. What you're doing is even the day before, make sure you guys go pick up all the equipment, have everything ready for the next day. That would have been my role. And I'm not saying like
No, but
It's just one thing for me to less to worry about, so I can focus on my role of just being the director on set and also worrying about the story.
But then, if you think about it too, right? Like,
so budget helps with that. It does help, like,
mhm.
let you focus on one problem at a time. So you're not just like, oh fuck, I gotta do this.
But if you
that's one thing at least.
Okay, so let's say for instance, right? You have you rent out like an Ari or something, right? And compared to like a Black Magic, with a Black Magic you can like tuck it in different places and do this and do that. And so
where you tucking your Black Magic, bro?
No, I'm just saying like.
Wait, time out. Where the fuck you talking your? Hey, time out. Wait, whoa. Start going.
What Black Magic are you talking about? Which one?
That's funny.
No, so you can like move it and like you're free kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you want to shoot in certain locations and all that, it's like freeing. But like as you get more budgets and stuff like that, and you get more equipment, it's still a lot more restricting in a sense. You get what I'm saying?
I'm so sorry. One more time.
No.
I'm so sorry. That's horrible, right?
No. So basically, okay. I'm just saying, like, even though we have bigger budgets, the problems are still there.
Yeah, but
then
now
also you have like the problems become a bit more extensive, because that's what I was saying with the Black Magic. You can just like move it around and you're free to do certain things.
But like you're saying with the Ari now you need like
you have to get a Ronin too, and the operator
or a
and
Steadicam, and you have to get like
so it's like a lot more. Yeah, it's like a lot more.
Basically, higher budget almost requires then a higher budget. You know what I'm saying?
Budget,
like as soon as you go up to that level, you're like, no, now you need even more money to support this budget.
Yeah, so it's like it's never enough. Like it's never.
Yeah, it'll never. Yeah, I did like we talked about. There's like movies out there for $20 million budgets, and that's low budget for Hollywood. Exactly. And on top of that, $20 million budget. And then they are running out of money. They're like, oh, we need more money.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
because it's a creative end. We go too, what's the word? We get too
optimistic.
We just shoot for the stars too much. You know what I'm saying? Like in the sense of like, it feels like
you want to go bigger.
Yeah. Like when someone tells us 10 million, our brain just automatically thinks of 15 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone
like
gives
10 million is too easy.
Like no, it's just your brain automatically is like 10 million. Oh, you're cool. Then our brain thinks ideas that are more than like 10 million. Yeah.
Because now that you have it, you're just like.
It's a ongoing thing, but I think it's whatever. But it's always gonna be there as long as you strive to have big. I'd rather have bigger problems in that sense. That's a weird way to put it. Yeah, but I'd rather have problems like that. That oh my god, my big shoot with like this, like everyone, like I have a 12-man crew. 100%. It's like going smooth, but it's like my big problem now is like. Yeah, like you said, getting this $30,000 lens.
But then all that pressure's on, like
the pressure grows too. Yeah,
the pressure is like crazy because like you have all these people coming out to work and do all these things.
Which going back to the, you know, how we're talking about trailers, how they have sound bites. So that's the thing. So as soon as you reach a realm of like, say you're making a film for like 20 million, for example, right? I feel like, and in our world, the budget isn't that big. Like for me, it's a commercial going from like I've done like $10,000 commercials to like $30,000 commercials, right? Yeah. Even there, that little extra jump you get.
It's like a lot.
Now there's more pressure from the client, right? So and then now you need to have all these safety things which might not be creative, but you got to do these things that kind of secure the project. So like, I'll give you an example. Like you have a $20 million film. Right? It's easier to talk on that level, right? Like if they want to secure it, like say I'm the writer director and I want to make this film, it's creative. Now the producer is giving 20 million. So the way he's gonna secure it, he's like, you need to give me a scene in this that I can use in the trailer. You know what I'm saying? Like that cheesy line that you're saying that didn't hit in Kevin Hart's thing. Kevin Hart, all he was trying to do was like, I'm gonna say these things. So or like the marketing behind it was probably like, I'm gonna do these things that are gonna get people through the door to watch this video.
The marketing.
Like exactly. Enough to basically just start the fucking Netflix. Like click on it. Because that right there, you're getting views and then you watch the whole thing too. You watch it. You're like sitting there. You're at home. Watch the whole thing. So he was just about
so films are original.
Get people in the door because it's easier to keep people there now because you're just at home watching it on Netflix. So it's like I'm already watching. Let me just finish this. That's all he cares about. He like once and maybe it's not him. Maybe it's like that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's not even Kevin Hart not putting out strong material anymore. It's more like or a film's not being better anymore. It's the producers and like the studio. And again, it kind of makes sense though because they're putting like millions. They're like, I want to secure this. Like how much it costs to make? Yeah, I don't know about probably not that much. It's probably more how much they paid him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
I don't know. You want to find out
overall because it's a Netflix original.
How much you think?
I'm thinking about 10. Because it's in his house.
He got paid 10 million. You're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. At least find out.
No, not paid 10 million. Probably like 3. He probably got paid like 3.
Paid 3 million? Yeah. I think that's too little for him.
Too little?
Yeah, I think so at least. Because I mean, I know it's not Dave Chappelle, but Dave Chappelle didn't he get paid like fucking 40 million or some shit?
Yeah, for 3 specials.
Yeah, but still, that's averaging like 12, like 15. What's the math there? 13.5. 30.333.
Okay, yeah. No, 13.5.
No, because then that would make it like 40.5 then.
13.3.
333.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. So I think maybe about 5 million. Five would make sense because it's in his house. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's in his crib.
Yeah,
It's not.
I mean that's still a lot of good money.
Yeah.
A lot of good money. Good
Especially
tip.
just to like chill and talk to some people with masks on.
There's a lot of work
Yo,
to write that.
there's
Special.
one joke, and I can spoil it only because like I don't know if you're gonna watch it, but there's just one thing he says. He's like, what's your level of fear for COVID, right? And then some people, he's like, is it here? Is it here? Some people's like, like some people are like up here, some people are down here. He's like, well, it's like, cause I had it. he's just saying like I had it, and then everyone just like got so like worried. He's like, oh, I got the vid. He calls it the vid. And then everyone's like looking at each other because they don't know how to react to like how the fuck what he said. And he's like going on explaining it. I was like, if I was there, I'd be out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But
he said he had it. He didn't say he has it now.
No, he said he had it. But like,
so why would you be out? Like he had it a while ago.
But you know the thing is like you can have COVID and then like you.
No, it's like say if Brian had COVID.
Yeah.
You wouldn't chill with Brian again because he had it at one point.
No.
That's
Of course not. Of course not.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
though.
I feel like everyone's like your mind is saying, okay, cool. Until there's like a vaccine or until there's like some sort of treatment, like everyone, if you had it or even if you get it,
makes no sense.
No, I mean, like that's what they say. Like you can still be.
You were saying if I had COVID and now I don't.
But then
I would still be a risk to give it to you.
Yeah, no. Like I'm saying, because when he said it, right, like it made it seem like he had it like a week ago or some shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what the thing with Kevin Hart for me is, man, the way he does his comedy, it's like, and I loved his first 3 specials, and then it's just been declining for me. It's like. He's hilarious, but it's just him. You know what I'm saying? His story, like his bits, aren't like good jokes. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he doesn't write good jokes. He just talks with his personality, and that's so like charismatic. It's really him.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I like comedians who like have like like boom, like it's not like Dave Chappelle so much, because
he
makes you think. Yeah, and then he says shit that you're like, I would never have thought of that.
I wouldn't even think to say that. Yeah,
Kevin Hart, I think he says, I'm like, yeah, okay. Like I wouldn't even want to say what he's saying because it's not that funny. But I think it's funny because he's saying it. You know,
because it's him. So he sells himself. That's weird.
Dude, he's an insane brand. Yeah, he does. You're right.
Like his height, like his how he is. No,
you're right though. He everything about him. He sells it, and you're right. It's like he's a product. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's a genius because he did that himself. Where like right down Instagram, if he just puts a story up like, hey guys, what's up? Because it's Kevin Hart doing it in his way. Yeah. It's getting views, and then that's 100%. Why he even he has I think he has a clause in his contract for films where he gets paid extra because he promotes the film on his Instagram because he has such a huge following, because he can say that
100 million.
Think about it. He's like, not only will you get me in your film, you're getting nonstop marketing to 100 million people. You know what I'm saying?
True. That's bro, even on his Snap and shit, like Snapchat, like
everything,
Instagram,
man. He's genius at it. But that's the thing. As a stand-up comic, he's not even in my top 5.
But then it's crazy.
Comics, but he's like as an artist and a brand, he's one of the best brands in the world, I'd say.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. As a comedian, like, but then another thing
as a brand, not as a stand-up comic. I don't think I don't think he's one of the greatest stand-up comics. I don't think that.
I think he's one of the greatest for his personality, like him.
But that makes no sense what you're saying.
No, like in the sense of like, if you like that person for, I don't know, you're right.
As a stand-up comic,
I'm trying to just like him.
No, dude, I like him too. I mean, I can't hate on him. Like I like he makes me laugh. Even some of his films.
There's just something about Kevin Hart that just like
Yeah, like Jumanji, bro. He's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Like he's so funny, but it's just like I just don't think he's like a great stand-up comic because his bits aren't like.
But then you realize he stopped, right? Like he stopped doing specials.
Well, it's because he's like, he's more than not even realize. It's because he's spending time in movies now. Yeah. He has like TV shows he's producing.
That's the way he realized.
He's a businessman, dog. Yeah. So that's why there's so much respect because that's what he did. You're right. He's like became the Jay-Z almost of fucking comedy where he's like
Jay-Z doesn't
like Dave Chappelle's all about comedy and like he's like crazy like he like as a speaker he's dope. As someone who makes you like I think he's great for stand-up comedy.
Yeah, because he's not acting as much.
Barely. He's like once in every couple of years. But the thing is, he doesn't even think of his career like I gotta be an actor as well, and I gotta make a business line. And like Kevin Hart's like, I'm gonna do Nike shit. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, he does
he's in everything, and that's why he's probably. Like, I'm pretty sure he's richer than Dave Chappelle.
Oh, he's rich. Kevin Hart is a different type of rich. Yeah, he has Dave Chappelle money times 2. 100%. Bro, he has like what? What's his net worth?
What do you think it is?
Huh?
What do you think it is? Wow.
His net worth?
He has 4 times Dave Chappelle's net worth.
That's bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like 4 times. Damn, I said double.
What do you think?
200 mil.
Yeah.
200 mil.
And Chappelle's 50.
50 mil.
That's crazy, right?
So he got
Okay,
paid off
why
of
you
it.
laughing? What the fuck? I'm laughing.
He got-
What a broke ass motherfucker. $50 million?
No, I
$50
mean,
million?
No.
You laughed at a guy for $50 million?
No. I laugh because
I know, yeah.
it's his. He got paid for the 40 million,
Yeah,
and
so
it's just
he didn't do anything else. He's like, fuck it. Netflix made 40 million. He had 10 million from his like
He's
Chappelle
like,
show. He doesn't need to, bro. That's the thing. He has a good
Mhm.
life. But Kevin Hart's brain, and I respect it because I feel like I respect Dave Chappelle. I'd rather be an artist like Dave Chappelle,
Mhm.
you know. But I'd rather be a businessman like Kevin Hart. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
dude, like, and not just for the money, honestly, man. After 50 million, man, everything's gravy. Like, how much more you need, really, right?
You really don't.
But it's like the 200 million. It's not about that. It's like this guy's
He's
so
doing
such a
something.
hustler. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
he's like, why not?
Yeah.
It's almost like, why the fuck? Like, you're on this earth. Why not maximize
Like,
every
look at what he's doing
opportunity?
right now. He's fucking in Canada. It's fucking cold
Yeah,
as shit.
yeah.
And you know, like,
No, well, I mean,
this
that's
movie.
okay. First of all, him being in the cold is not his biggest hustle fact.
No, I'm not saying
But
that. But it's like,
I get what you mean. Like, but he's like always doing something.
yeah.
And it's
Yo,
it's the
like,
business side of things that
I
kills me.
see him
man.
on like commercials, and it's like poker app, and then he's doing some next thing for his boxers, and then
Yeah.
he's like a bunch of random shit. He has like some random skincare.
Do you want to be
line.
like that personally? Like, what do you think of that? To
I
be
think-
someone who does a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it's cool. Like
Do you
I,
want that though?
I do. The reason I say I want that is because like you're on your toes like 24/7.
What do you want to do though?
Huh?
What do you mean by that? Like, what would you expand it to? Like, I know it's like early,
yeah.
but like, what would you eventually be down for? 'Cause I'm sure even Kevin Hart didn't think of Nike when he was like,
Yeah.
you know, it happened because he's like, why the fuck would I not? But besides film, do you think of other things?
Yeah, I would say like different businesses within the film industry, like
Yeah.
maybe helping out like maybe if there's a way to help out gaffers, or like like creating businesses for like something that would be
Is
impossible.
that a business though, or is it, do you mean more like training classes and shit?
Not training classes. When I say helping out, I mean like creating something that would like what a gaffer is lacking. You know what I'm saying? Something that would help them. It's hard to explain. So, for instance, you know how Filmotechnic Canada, they have like the arm,
Sure.
the robotic arm thing,
yeah,
the drive with the car. Before they would probably have to be someone out of
Yeah,
a
they
car.
did a crane.
The crane,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The car crane. So before it would be like someone out of a car.
So then they
holding-
created that. So
like-
you're thinking of like
how-
manufacture almost, like not manufacture,
Yeah.
sorry, but like to think of ideas
that would
of
help.
equipment.
Yeah, that would make it easier.
That's pretty cool.
Like that type of shit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because then yeah.
No, I think that, man. That's pretty cool. Like, I mean, you're thinking of like, and then just solving like, thinking beyond like, oh, in a film, like, people that could have pre-lit lighting in a room.
Yeah.
You know, like, and there are, I'm sure, like rigs for that and all that
Mhm.
stuff. There are. But
how do
then
you make
maybe,
it faster?
Yeah, maybe
know?
you find like yeah, exactly.
Yeah. 'Cause
Freaking Bendo. I
Mhm.
don't want to say much. He's still working on it, but I think he's working on a cool light. I won't say anything else about it, but
Yeah,
he's working
yeah.
on a light where it's like, it's cool. I
It's
think it's
cool.
gonna help people too. So like that, right? Just think of ideas. where you
Ideas
can
that would
create
help
new-
you. You know, like it would help you too. Like it's not just helping others, but like you're helping, like lessen.
Well, you'd be
your
the first
stress.
test too, right? Like you
Yeah,
try it on yourself.
yeah.
You test this new gaff thing
Gaff
out, and
thing,
then you're
yeah.
like, oh shit!
Shit,
And
it's
now,
fucking fire.
And
Like,
then
it
you
works.
call up Kevin Hart. You're like, yo, listen,
Listen.
you're $20 million. Put a couple million in this. Back me up.
Yeah, exactly. And
Come
then
on, bro.
even something like a scissor lift. Instead of getting a scissor lift, you could like do it in a much faster way.
Mhm.
Like I don't know, like
I don't know what the scissor lift is.
like the cranes.
Yeah.
The ones that go up like sorry.
Oh, they go up and down, but
Yeah,
the way they go up is like,
a scissor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So basically like that, and instead of having that have to go all the way up and someone on there, it should be like a faster way to do it,
Sure.
But like shit like that, I'm thinking.
Make it, bro.
I don't know. You'd have to like sit down and think of every aspect of
Well,
it.
you gotta also be in position for that too. Like, if you do
Yeah.
think of that right now, is that really where your time should be spent right now? It's
No,
kinda,
I-
no,
that-
no,
and
that's
that's
what
the
I'm
thing.
saying.
Yeah,
though,
so it's like
the
you
right
know,
timing for all. That's why I asked. Like,
mhm,
it's way
mhm.
early, but I just want to
Mhm.
know: would you want to do more things and just be someone who's on set? You want to do something more about it?
Oh,
like,
100%.
beyond that.
100%.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Because it's important to kind of, I don't know.
I would like even something as in like having like an office space that is nothing to do with me, but like it's like a house.
A creative house,
Yeah, but not creative house. Like
creative condo,
you know how
creative
you know
bungalow.
like watershed, something like that.
Yeah,
but like,
creative house, but it's like it's basically co-working for creatives.
yeah,
Yeah.
but house isn't like that. House
Yeah,
is-
no, you're
house
right.
is-
It's a
I think
creative
house is biased.
co-working bias.
Yeah,
How the fuck is this bias?
because like they're super like
They look down on condos.
no bias in the sense of like they focus on not bias. I would say, what's the word? Give me the word. They just focus on the wrong creatives.
What's different about a watershed of like doing something where it's like a what you're
No,
saying is
no,
co-working,
I'm just saying
creative
house in general
spot.
has the idea. Like,
But that's
the
what I'm saying. Why is
where-
the house wrong? I actually
it's
don't
not.
get
It's
it.
not wrong. Like, it's the idea is cool, but the actuality of it is not.
Why?
Because like they don't focus on up and coming.
That's not what the watershed of it. Co-sharing would not do that.
No, no, I'm not saying. I said the reason I said watershed in the first place is because watershed is co-working.
You want a co-sharing thing for creatives?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But then I was just
Co-working,
like shitting on a house for 2 seconds
All right.
because
You have fun with that? It was good. You shat on it. Got your
no, I
system?
didn't shit on it.
Fuck houses. You have a
'Cause
thing
then
against
you maybe-
houses?
Huh?
You have a thing against houses? You don't like houses?
No, you know what house? You know what I'm talking about? What house?
Oh, are you making like a shade at something that I can't tell?
Wait,
Oh.
you know what X house? Like
Oh, you're talking about that
house?
That's what it
Do you
they're
thought I
called?
meant like an actual house?
No, I was making fun of that. I thought you were talking
Oh.
about just like the idea of calling it a creative house was stupid.
Oh no,
You were
no,
talking
no.
about a house, like the XO one. Oh, damn. I know you have beef with that shit.
I don't have beef with
Why you got
them.
beef with them, bro?
I don't.
What do we can do to you, bro?
Nothing. I don't have any.
Nasty something?
No.
Belly?
No. See this
Was it
this
cash?
episode definitely can't go out.
What
no,
they do to you, bro?
I don't have anything against them. 100% not. Just to save my ass.
But just the way the thing is, you want it to be a bit more. You want it to be wider reach.
Yes.
There we go. That's
yeah.
a political.
Because then
issues.
because I think of like all the creatives that are like top right now and in Toronto.
you don't
and
want
then
to
they
feed
just
the.
focus on them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
you don't want to feed the which is good also though. Like
Mhm.
if the people are working hard and they're doing well,
Mhm.
then you kind of
But
want to
there
nurture.
should be like a
No, but-
tier to it. You know
yeah,
what I'm
but I
saying?
get that. But
Uh-huh.
that's that you're asking to do way more work now. Like I
Yeah.
get your point, but
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
the thing: you have a certain amount of funding.
Mhm.
You should find the ones that are dope
Mhm.
and then nurture that. People who
That's-
made it
yeah.
because they worked their ass off
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get to this tier.
But then
Now
okay.
they want to spend time. But what you're
Mhm,
saying, I
mhm.
get. What you're saying basically is there should be something, which I
Mhm.
get, which is
It
not a
doesn't
bad
have to be
idea.
house specifically.
It could be
but-
whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But you're saying
Yeah.
because there are a lot of places out there that
Mhm.
just like fund and nurture the
Mhm.
people who are already like they're basically was it I mean this is not the right word, but they're making the rich richer in
Yeah.
the sense of like
Yeah.
the people who are already getting opportunities, they're giving them more
More
opportunities, you know?
opportunities, yeah.
Which again
It's
I think
good.
makes
That's
sense because
good.
they deserve it because they
Yeah.
worked their ass off to get so
100%.
many opportunities. So now they're like, let me give you more opportunities because
Mhm.
you're working your ass off.
Mhm.
What you're saying is the people
Mhm.
that aren't getting opportunities out there,
Mhm.
there should be someone there for them.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Well,
exist right now. I feel.
someone not even for the opportunities part is like the teaching part, but then again it's like the whole film school thing. That's
We'll go back to that
like,
conversation.
nah.
Doctors.
No.
Let's talk about doctors
Oh
for
my
a
god,
second
no,
here.
we're not gonna go there. So anyway, so with the editing, right? Basically, like you know how when you
The fuck you doing, bro? Are you transitioning right now?
yeah transitioning, 'cause we're gonna end up talking about doctors again, and I don't want to.
You just want to stay away from that.
I don't
topic.
want to talk about doctors again.
Yeah, we
I literally
had
have
a whole topic
PTSD.
in mind for this. And we didn't even go at it.
I
Editing.
literally have PTSD just now. So yeah, with editing, that's such a bad transition. How are we gonna start it?
Do a creative way. Get
Okay,
into
okay.
it. You gotta start with something else first.
Nah, so I'm literally gonna start with what we were talking about just now.
Okay, and then okay, let's
yeah,
see. Let's
let's
see what you do. Let's see what you got.
It's fine.
Action.
Okay, so yeah, no, I just wish there was like a creative space that artists and stuff like that can get into and also like grow, right? Because like we have cinematographers, we have directors, and with editors,
That's horrible. Okay, go back. This is what I would have done. Go back. Start again. That whole thing.
there's
Go on now. I got this. I got
Okay.
this. I think I got this. The music is really dark.
that side's dark, but like you're gonna cut that, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm not dark.
No.
Lighting's fine. Oh, we'll see it later. Yeah, it's one of those things. The screen just went dark. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're
All right, sorry,
okay,
go back.
good.
Hit me again.
So basically, I wish there was like a space that you can nurture and
Right, so projects and stuff.
Huh?
Like the people
yeah,
would come in.
exactly.
And yeah.
You, like, you
Would you like have an editing suite in that spot, or it would just be like, what would go? No, you wouldn't have that.
I would have an editing suite because like with editing.
Nah, come on, man. Like you stop fucking. All right, fine. That's fine.
Okay,
Because
no,
with editing, go on.
No.
No. Let's hear this.
You're right.
We're better than this.
No, I have an editing suite, and then I feel like with editing,
Yeah, it's cool. With editing, go on. I want to hear the rest of the sentence.
it's a really good way to kind of teach. Fuck man, this is tough.
How do you transition, man?
I'm trying to transition. I was gonna say basically like with editing, you can really show
This
someone-
podcast needs editing, bro. Fucking.
It doesn't need editing because people get the raw. Do you edit it? Do you ever
edit
like
the podcast?
yeah? Or do you just have it flow throughout?
We usually go full, like just leave it. But I feel like it depends, right? Like if something
Yeah.
on that podcast, I'm like, there was a good 5 minutes where like we went so off topic, or
Yeah.
but I haven't done that yet. I kind of don't want to.
I mean,
to
this
be
one.
honest. This one, honestly, there's like maybe 5 minutes I can take out. But then there's like, why though? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
true. That's true. That's true.
I don't know. I feel like that's not what the point of the podcast is.
It's to just be raw and unfiltered. Like,
yeah, that's
you
what
know,
I
like,
kind of
just
wanted.
let
Yeah,
it-
yeah.
that's true.
Just talk, man. Because there's gonna be some bullshit in there. What do you want?
Yeah.
We full of bullshit.
Full bullshit. But yeah, so with editing, that was a good transition though with the editing suite.
I know. I was trying, bro.
Yeah,
and then you
no,
fucking
we can
kept
do it,
going
we can
with
do it.
editing.
You know, like having an editing suite. I mean, you're able to like teach the up and coming.
Okay, yeah, this is really getting fucking off topic. But the
Yeah.
reason we want to talk about editing,
Mhm.
right? The reason we said we would bring it up is because we were talking about how, I mean, fuck the transition. Let me just tell you what it is. I've lately, I mean, I've always felt this, but now I'm with practice. What's making me realize about editing is sometimes when you get to the editing room, you
Mhm.
basically recreate the whole fucking video.
The video.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's why it came up. Now I remember we were talking about the shoot you did a few weeks ago, and
Yeah.
you were like, we didn't get enough footage.
Mhm,
Remember?
mhm,
You were
mhm.
like, with Debo's shoot was
Yeah.
like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You're like, it was a great shoot.
Yeah.
You guys felt like you guys didn't get every shot he wanted and what
Yeah.
was like, which happens a lot.
Well, I
dude.
mean, technically, I think he did, but then we were talking about it, like, did we get enough B-roll and stuff?
No, but
like
that's
what
what I'm saying. I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever finished a
Gotten
shoot
enough.
and been like,
Yeah.
I got
Everything
I wanted. I got
Yeah,
not even everything
yeah.
I wanted. Sorry, I've never finished a shoot and said I got enough footage.
Oh
You know,
my god,
I got
it's always
exactly the
opposite, yeah.
amount of footage I wanted. You always feel
Yeah.
like, oh, I could have gotten this shot, maybe this angle coverage, this
Yeah,
coverage,
but
this
then
coverage.
that actually comes together because like after the shoot, you're like, yeah, no, we're good. You know, yeah.
After the shoot? Nah,
Mm,
fuck that. After a
no?
shoot, bro, I'm always like, I should have shot more.
Yeah.
Always.
So
I'm
okay,
always like, I
you
should have
never
at least had
realized
10
that
more takes.
in the edit.
What?
Have you ever realized that? Like, let's say you shot it right, you clean off the shot list, everything is good.
But I
maybe
think you're more
some-
optimistic than me. After shoots, you're more like, it's done now. Everything's done.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Your brain goes straight to. I've been like on post shoots with you, and you're right
Mhm.
after the shoot, you're like, oh, that was good, because you try
Yeah.
not to think about the day. You're like,
Yeah.
no, it's done.
Yeah.
You just move next. I'm the fucking opposite. I'm like, oh fuck. There was that one moment, dude. The amount I was driving
Yeah.
after the kick shoot with Alex. We're dropping some of the stuff back.
Mhm.
I'm driving. And I was talking.
All of
about,
a sudden-
we're talking about random. Yeah, literally. I'm talking about random shit. I'm talking about. Yeah, legit. I'm talking about something, and he's saying something, and I'm like, yeah. And then in my head, I'm like, I'm thinking of all of a sudden, because the day we had just
Yeah.
finished, I'm like, in my head, the fucking whole day is going in my head. I'm playing the whole day
Hold
back.
it back, yeah.
I'm like, okay, there was that shot. I'm like,
You're
she
just here
dropped it.
mumbling.
I should have done it again.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like you get closer and
He's
closer
like-
to my
he's
face,
like-
and he's like
he's like
muttering,
"Oh,
and then all you hear like,
Yeah.
you hear like a sound loud. It's just my face thinking, my eyes just darting, and you hear him as like a in the background. And then, because literally I was like driving, and I'm like, fuck, like randomly, and then he's like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude.
And then it goes back into like real
Yeah.
mode. Like, he's like,
Yeah, yeah, the fuck cuts it off. Yeah, that's the scene, bro. But no, seriously, man, I overthink a lot, right? Because I always I overthink a lot, but it's just I always feel like I didn't get enough footage.
Mhm. Is that just time wise? Like time?
Time, it's
Yeah, it's
99% of the
always
reason is
time, right?
time, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like we'll be on
Situational.
take 4. We'll finish a scene,
Mhm.
and it's like, and in my heart, in the moment, here's the
Mhm.
thing. Okay, so I'll finish this first thought first. So in
Yeah.
the moment, I'm always like, fuck, one more take, but then
Yeah.
we're running out of time. If it's an outdoor shoot, sun's going down.
Mhm.
We gotta fucking work on the sun's time in a way, right?
Mhm.
So we'll do that scene, and instead of like doing a take 4, we'll stop take 3 and move on to the next scene.
Mhm.
So that's time, right? Now the fun thing is though, or the
Oh yum.
the fun thing though is that like when I get into the editing room, you realize you can make not enough footage still work. If that makes
Yeah,
sense. You should
yeah,
always
yeah,
have
yeah,
more
yeah.
footage for the editing room,
Yeah.
because you should be able to like fuck around with all these angles and kind of
Mhm.
recreate. But sometimes the edit saves you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
all the
I-
time.
Yeah, no, a lot
I
of
mean,
times,
a
because
lot
you'll
of times,
basically be
yeah.
like, you'll film and you'll feel like, fuck, I should have done this, that.
Mhm.
But in the editing, you're like, oh, what if I cut this 2 seconds earlier now?
Yeah.
I put a little sound piece in there.
Yeah.
Maybe a title card comes in.
Yeah.
Maybe this comes in, and then now
It
it's even
fills it.
better than what
Yeah.
you were first going for with this long shot. Now you're like, it's a shorter shot,
Mhm.
but now I kind of covered it with other like creative elements.
Have you ever been into the editing suite where you ended up liking it more than your idea? Like it came out way better than you kind of.
Yeah, I mean, in the sense of, you know what it is, better in the sense of like, I thought something dope.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be cool,
Yeah.
but then the only time I feel better is
Mhm.
when it comes through.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
oh,
thought something
yeah,
dope, and I'm
yeah.
like, oh shit, this is actually
working.
dope.
It's working.
You know,
yeah.
that
You
feels better than what I expected, because my dope
Mhm.
was like, it's gonna be dope, but then it comes out like really clean, or it comes out really.
I know the
fucking
one for
dope.
you that would be crazy.
What?
The YSF video when the SFX worked, and the VFX. Well, it wasn't actually
What are you talking
VFX. It was the gun. When they shot the bottles,
Oh,
that
yeah.
looks so real.
But again, so
That was so real.
Mine music video, yeah.
Yeah, the Mine music video.
Yeah, there's that scene where like the car drives by and they shoot at us.
That was crazy.
And
That
we did on the spot.
real.
Yeah, it's because we did practical too, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Natalie was so fucking genius actually.
With the blowing up
She
the
put a funnel
in
in the wall,
Yeah.
like next to the wall, sorry,
Yeah.
right next to his head, so you don't see the funnel.
Mm-hmm.
And she had pebbles in there,
Yeah.
right?
And
And on the other side, she had a fucking like a
that's
pipe,
so
and
crazy.
she blow as soon as we go like action.
Yeah.
She blew
Boom.
the funnel like
Boom.
had rocks coming
Yeah.
out, and the guy's ducking, so it looks like it's hitting the wall. And
So
what
crazy.
what tied it all together was the
Sound
design.
effects. Yeah.
Brian was like killing that. So
Yeah.
man, that was sick. And then obviously the bottle and like we had a BB gun to
BB
shoot
gun.
the bottle, so it like
Mhm.
popping. So no, that was sick, man. And like you said like that scene, I was like, this could come off so bad. Like in my head, it was dope. Like there's a shootout scene, well, a drive-by basically happening. But I'm like, I've never done a fucking this kind of scene, like an action scene or
And
anything
you
that
see
needs
that, like, what the fuck?
yeah. And there's no SF. Yeah, there were no effects honestly.
Yeah.
The only effect was on the gun, putting the flash.
Flash the muzzle. Yeah.
But the muzzle, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, no, that scene
That's
came out. But
crazy.
again, see in an edit, like you're almost like you shoot everything, and then the edit is what
Hope for
saves
the
it or
best.
makes it or kill. What's the word?
Breaks
Makes
it.
it breaks it. Yeah.
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Makes it
And
or
then
breaks
even color and all that too. Like
Yeah.
everything that really ties it
Dude,
together.
A video's great, and you're like, this is pretty fucking good. Then you color, and you're like, oh my god.
God. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
even better.
Yeah.
So it's like post production really just makes it or breaks it, man. And that's like something it's important to know that,
Mm-hmm.
so that on
Fix it
set.
in post.
Yeah. What do you feel when people say that? Fix it in post.
Bro, it's actually annoying because like you say.
But isn't it funny? You
Yeah.
get mad at people, but then when you're directing something,
Yeah,
you're yourself like,
yeah,
I'll fix it in post.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't mad at David for saying that, but like I remember one time we were shooting DC stuff, and it was in the BTS because I didn't even remember it when he said it. But then he's like, "Yeah, I know," it's because it was a bit shaky.
What was the shot?
It was like pushing in on him.
Oh, and it was shaky.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a bit like shaky. Oh no, crop. He was like, "Yeah, no, you can just crop it out in post." Instead of us redoing it, like doing another take, he's like, "No, it's fine. It's you're shooting 4K, like crop it out in post." And in my head, I'm just like, "Yeah, but if we got it this way, we could maybe crop it out something else."
But see, that's not a good. What do you mean in your head? You say that out loud. To be a fucking director.
No, but then again, it's like,
You're like, oh,
with
okay.
time.
Yeah.
We're literally working with the light.
Yeah. No, you're right. That you want to say that. Like,
Yeah.
you're right. Even me, like, I want.
Like after he said that, it gave me an idea. Like in my head, it's like, oh yeah, no, you're right. Like kind of thing with because even though you want to say, okay, let's just do it again, it's
but
like
then you might lose out on the next shot.
yeah,
Because
it's
then your time's running out.
It's like an alternative, and it's a good like suggestion. You know what I'm saying? Like as well.
No, I get what you mean. Yeah. It's yeah. Sometimes you have to save it in post, man. So fix it in post, like in the moment. Like which I was trying to say too is like you kind of have to accept it as you grow too in this world. Is like because in the beginning I hated that fix it like just get it. Which right now too, you should try to get as close as possible, but have this confidence that like if we don't get it, we'll make this work. Which is like. Yeah, which is like giving yourself this optimistic like thing of like, oh, I will fix it in post. Which sometimes is like you're lying to yourself a little bit. You're like, totally, we're gonna fix it in post.
And then you get to post.
Fuck.
I should have done it the right way.
But yeah,
something. This is super random, but like, what do you think about like time and with filming, right? So, how do you strategize time? So I was just watching this YouTuber, and he has like a film production and all that, right? And they literally like stopwatch a scene.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like, oh, we went this much overtime.
Like in shooting the scene.
Like the scene itself, like a take.
Yeah.
It'll be like, oh, and then when they cut it, they're like, okay, so we're over it this much. Because then you know how like let's say for instance you have from like 9 to 5 to shoot. Because everyone that's getting paid goes overtime after that, right?
So but the way that works then, which is crazy to me, because I don't think I could. Maybe I don't know. Anyways, but the way it works, I guess, is like say there's like a scene, a short film, for example, and it has 6 scenes, right? And you're like, we have to shoot 3 scenes today.
Yeah.
And we have 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
If we shoot 3 scenes, we need an hour for lunch.
Yeah.
Then we need half an hour for this break, half an hour for this break.
It's like how we time.
And then we have exactly. And then it's like now to do exactly the call sheet basically. They're doing all this, and then they're like, okay, that means that from 10 a.m. once first shot starts, we have until 10:45.
Yeah.
Which means that if this scene needs 4, now think about this. So this is fucked. This is what I'm thinking they did,
like
but
four shots.
Say the scene is me and you talking. Now in this scene, we have an hour to get this scene.
Yeah.
So 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Then in this scene, we have this angle over my shoulder, that angle over your shoulder. We have a 2 shot.
Yeah.
That's 3 angles.
3 angles. Yeah.
They're like 3 angles, 60 minutes, meaning each angle 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which means every take we've realized lasts about 2 minutes of dialogue,
Mm-hmm.
which means the maximum we can do is 10 takes
yeah.
over his
That's
shoulder
true.
of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of crazy. You see what I just did?
So that's
But that's what it is.
that's
You're
what they
saying.
did,
So
yeah.
as soon as like say he's like minute 5 and they
minute
go that
five.
one take, they're like,
Yeah.
okay, listen, we gotta scrap. We can't do 10 takes anymore. We can only do 6 takes.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
cool actually though.
Because then it's like, you know how some directors, they just be like, another take, and then they don't care. They forget. Like,
What they should. I mean, honestly,
they forget
I feel
about
like-
time. You know.
yeah, I feel like that's their job though to
The
care more
producer.
about the project.
Yeah. of
Someone
course.
should be on their ass and be like, yo, fucking move,
Yeah,
or
so
like,
that's
yo, we gotta
producer,
scrap it.
like, yeah,
So that person
yeah.
should do this whole like the line,
The
what a producer.
So
or
that's
whatever.
what she was doing. So like,
That's kind
basically,
of brilliant.
yeah, because she was literally like, like once they say cut, she stopped it, and she's like, okay, we did this in like 3 minutes, or like
We should have done this in 2:45 or
2:45.
whatever.
Yeah, and that kind of helps time too, because
Yeah.
I
But
feel
I feel like constantly hearing that though would fucking be annoying. Like
It
imagine
would.
every take she's like, I'm like, dude, like, okay, fuck it, I get it. He sucked in that take. Like, you want me to tell you that? Like, he's right here.
and now he's pressured. You know,
The
what I'm
actor's
saying?
so pressured. Yeah,
Mhm,
but
mhm,
yeah, forget that too. Yeah, the
mhm,
actor's like, oh fuck, I got
Yeah.
2 minutes to nail this.
Yeah. So I feel like what they do is you gotta know the producer as well, because then the producer would know as well when you're.
I feel like they shouldn't be shouting it. I
Shouting.
feel like that's a genius idea.
Yeah.
And it should be like once like you feel like, oh, they're
when you're about to go over it,
you-
you know what I'm
once
saying?
you hit 5 minutes over.
Yeah. Ooh, over. Okay.
Because I feel like if you're doing it right before, then you're too like let them have the
yeah,
space.
yeah.
When you're about to hit it a bit too much over,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like you. Sorry, one second. And then you gotta like. Then you gotta go
back.
in and talk to the director, being like. But again, if you're every fucking take, Yeah.
Get your act together, nigga.
but if every,
Get your shit together.
but if every take you're doing that shit.
Yeah, that would be annoying, especially if it's like a movie, a full feature.
Sorry, man. I have to give Thermesi the directions.
So he's coming through. Do what he gotta do.
Dope.
Boom, boom.
But yeah. Sorry. So yeah, we talked about editing. Good.
We didn't talk about it.
What do you feel about editing? Like, what's what is it? So, I always answer this every fucking episode. I feel because Justin always brings it up.
Yeah.
Which first of all, Justin's not here today, so it's just a one man show over here.
That's not Justin.
No, that's just. I know he is pretty pale,
This just in.
so it's just a 2-man show right now.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of filmmaking? So is editing up there, or do you
No.
hate editing?
I hate editing.
Really, eh?
Yeah. I literally like.
But don't you love seeing it get put together though? Like
No.
it's done now. It's like
What I like is this. Like I like knowing what I shot, so that when I like, for instance, if you have an editor, right, you give it to the editor, say like, just this is how the storyline is, this is how it should be, and then do it, and then you get it back, and then you're like, oh wow, it's amazing, because like now you don't have to think, you don't think about each part. You're basically like, you know when
you're.
for instance, when you shoot something, right, and if I'm not on set and I see it after, like, oh, this is so sick, you know, or like, but if I know the process of it, I'm like, oh man, that didn't work out, or this didn't work out, because you get to see what didn't work out. So at the end of it, once the edit's together, you're like, oh shit, this actually came together from a different perspective. I just like seeing the edit from a different perspective.
So you're basically saying like edit wise, like what you prefer is you shoot it, you give it to someone, they
Yeah.
show you the first cut, and you're like, oh, this came out cool.
Cool, yeah.
I get.
Yeah,
No, I get that, and I agree, because like a lot of times I don't want to see the first cut because I'm like, dude, this is depressing. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen I can't remember the last time I had a first cut of a project,
That
and I
you
was like,
like.
this is amazing.
Yeah,
Like maybe
yeah.
once, if that,
Yeah.
but and if because probably it was a straight up like we knew what the fuck we were shooting.
or it's maybe
getting to
simple.
It was
something
exactly
simple.
like we knew there was no way to fuck it up.
So-
You know, like it's an
yeah.
edit where it's like, dude, it
Yeah.
was 1, 2, 3 things.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how could you fuck that up?
Like an interview or some shit.
Yeah, exactly, or something, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, so but most of the time I hate the first cut. So
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes I have to edit it. So then, yeah, like you said, when you have to see your own first cut, you hate it even more because you
More.
saw, which is like, oh, Brown Baby actually. See, so the music video, I showed
yeah,
you it.
yeah.
You liked it.
Like,
I thought it was shit, because I was I edited that one, right?
Mhm,
So I'm
mhm.
editing it and I'm realizing, oh, I wanted this to be different. This to be
Mhm.
different, but I'm not realizing that like I'm so close to it. So yeah, I see what you're
But
talking
it's a
about.
hit or miss, to be honest, because like, let's say you give it to an editor and then they come.
Oh, they
back
might
with,
fuck it up
"What
too,
the
right?
Fuck is this?
But the thing is this though,
Yeah.
if they do a first cut, at least now, even if it's garbage,
Yeah.
because the sense of
You know
garbage.
where
When I
to
say
go from
garbage, though, I
there.
mean it's not their fault even. It's because right now it's just dry.
Yeah.
The first cut's always so dry. It's
Yeah.
like music's not added, color's not added,
Yeah.
the sound's not completely done. So it's a very dry edit.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be bad, but now at least now you don't have to worry about. You don't have to go sit through that shit.
that is the
Because
thing.
as a director,
yeah.
that gets me really like nervous about the
Yeah.
fucking project.
Yeah,
I'm like,
the
oh, this is
storyline.
not that great right now.
Yeah.
So you're right. I like to be distanced away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else, please edit. Let's look at the first cut
'Cause the
together,
first-
and then I'll clean up the first cut with you.
exactly.
Like we did that with
yeah.
Shiva right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I sat with you for the second cut, and I was like,
then
let me clean it
okay,
up.
it's finished. Because then it's one of those things too. It's like, you know exactly how you wanted it, and you know that you missed some scenes or you didn't get this
Yeah,
shot or
yeah.
that
You knew
shot.
you knew its potential more than anyone else.
Anyone else, and
so now
like,
you're more stressed about it than anyone else.
And I also like seeing someone else put it together, because then it's like, okay, now they understand the storyline kind of thing.
What do you mean?
Like if someone else gets it, I guess like other people will get it as well, you know?
Well, yeah, because you're thinking like if you're putting it together,
Yeah.
you will obviously get the
Yeah, 'cause
storyline
I
because you
tried,
thought of the
yeah,
storyline, you know?
yeah,
So
and
you're
I
going
tried
to
to
edit
piece
it
it
like
together.
that. But if
Yeah.
someone else edits it
Edits
who
it,
doesn't know the storyline
and
that
then, like,
well.
and then you see it and you're like, oh shit, it actually came out how I thought. So that means it's like relatable.
Or
it's
they
like,
actually edited it in a way, they added something that you wouldn't have added. Because they need to, okay, because the editor's looking at it like, no, that's what, I respect editors because, like, yeah, I edit. I'm not an editor, but I edit a lot of my videos. And I haven't done that much. The new music videos, I'm going to edit most of them, like Yusuf's Wisef stuff. But I respect the editors because they make tough calls that I wouldn't make.
Yeah.
Like Brian, when he throws a shot out, I'm like, no, I fucking love that shot. He's like, yeah, why do you need it? I'm like, oh, fuck, yeah, that's true. I don't need that shot. Or he'll put something in a bit longer or shorter. And he's making and like you said, it's like he's making those decisions. In a way, he's the filmmaker right there.
Yeah.
More than me in that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's the fucking filmmaker right now.
Yeah.
Because he's taking all the shit that I did, worked on, whatever. Now he's finding a way to put it. And yeah, at the end of the day, the respect or like the whole point of me being, it's my vision that I do get the final call. Like I'll sit there and be like, no, go back. Sometimes he will throw something out and I'm like, no, can you go? We need that fucking shit. Relax, right? But and we have that. It's healthy arguments are great too with an editor. It's like because you have this one scene and now you're like, I think this, you think this. Now let's talk about why do you think that should be out? Like I won't be like no, take it out.
Yeah,
I'm like,
bro,
why do you think that? And then he'll say it. I'm like, no, but then there might be a healthy compromise now that makes it even better. Right?
And then you see it out. It's like, okay, we both make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's good to have an editor that's like good, but also distances you from your like it protects you almost having an editor because it's like I might fucking get too precious about something.
You get too precious, or even like you get depressed,
or depressed, yeah, or too anxious. I'm like, oh fuck, or too nervous about the scene. Like you said, like.
And you can even fuck it up even more.
Yeah, because now you're trying too hard to fix.
Especially if you're too close to the project.
Yeah, because you're trying really hard to fix something that's not
broken. Yeah.
But the fun thing is this, or the interesting thing is this, like there are certain projects where I need to edit it because it was shot so intimately that I am really close to it. Where you shouldn't edit this.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
True.
It's like Brian shouldn't edit this one because, dude, I know it so well in my head. You know, and usually those are the really big passion projects where it's like just I thought of something and I want to make it. That it only makes sense if I edit it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, for me, it's actually BTS stuff that I do. Like for instance, let's say for instance I did the alligator one, right? I would know specifically like we said something at this moment that I want to have in there, and I don't want to have to tell the person editing like every.
Usually, what you said. Usually, it's when you're directing something that you're also shooting.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if I'm not shooting it, if someone else shooting it, and I'm directing it, and then we have like a gaff, it's like a bigger thing a little bit. Then like there's shot list, everyone knows what happened. Kind of
makes sense.
But if it's me shooting it, and like you said, I know that when this clip was like 2 minutes long that I was shooting, but there was a point in it that he said something that I thought right away in that set. I was like, this one needs to go in the edit. Then who the fuck else would really understand that?
But then, do you ever get to a point where you see like, okay, you want to put this in so bad, but then it doesn't make sense for the rest of it? Yeah. Like
and then sometimes I try to shove it in there.
Shove it in there.
Or sometimes
force it. That's another reason why I'd rather have someone else edit.
Well, then but that's why I like to show the cut at least. Even if I'm editing it, then I'll show it to you and Brian or whoever. Be like, yo, what do you think?
Yeah.
And then wait for you guys to react to that one scene.
The one scene.
And you guys might not say anything. I'm like, oh, and then I might bring it up, and then we talk about it. Yeah. Or you guys might notice that you guys at that scene that I shouldn't have put in. You're like,
imagine you're so amped about one scene, and then it goes by. We're just watching it, and then we get amped about the scene right after.
You like that scene more than that scene? No, but actually that I like. When someone gets amped at a scene that I'm not amped about, I'm like, oh, that's good because that means there's another scene in this whole thing that I thought was all right, but people like it. Yeah, I love it when people get amped at shit that I don't get amped at.
Bro, like it's so crazy because like we all see everything different.
Yeah, perceive everything. It's the most subjective fucking field to be in. Man. Yeah, like our whole thing is like you can make something. And there's no like I feel like so redundant saying this, but there's no right or wrong in the sense of like I'll make something, 10 people might love it, 10 people might hate it. Yeah. Who's right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no right to why you hate it or why you love. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, like a doctor could like it, and then.
Oh, come on, man. That's why we talked about this too.
Yeah, that's why I have to bring it back like that. But no, you're right.
It's interesting because like I could love a scene and something I shot, and then someone else is like, oh, it's all right, and then I could think a scene is so average, and then someone else is like, oh my god, this is so fucking dope. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Like I don't know if for Brown Baby, like I fucked a scene heavy. Did you fuck with it? The door closing, and then
the door closing was all right, whatever. It was
like
the face.
The face.
Yeah, of
the
course.
shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I thought that was like
that was dope.
on beat and shit. Like
I changed the beat a bit, so now it's even more on beat.
Oh really?
Because before it was like
A little,
the
like,
beat comes and
yeah.
then you're already seeing him and
In
then the
the- in
shake.
the
So it's
shake.
kind of nice.
But
but
now it like
now it's
hits
like as
on
soon as it closes, it's like
oh,
boom,
dude.
and he's like,
yeah,
he starts rapping. It's pretty
yeah.
cool.
Dude, that's so fucking crazy.
No, I like that. It's like it's mine part too, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
but
right.
it's, I wanted to do it on a red. I always wanted to do that concept in a
On
better
red.
camera.
Yeah. Is
But-
it really mine? Yeah, because it was you and him, and then
No, it's not. It's not mine
the
at
concept,
all.
but
It's
like
not the concept at all. But it's
the
like
shoot.
world almost in a way. You know what I'm saying? It's me and him.
Mhm.
It's a car
That's what I
shot.
mean,
Then
yeah.
the drop, a car shot
it's
comes
his.
in.
It's that.
It's a brand thing almost.
Yeah, it is, and
I
it's
kinda
that
like that.
world. Like you guys again, like a
Together, he's a
follow,
rapper,
yeah.
like that kind of vibe. You know, like
yeah, yeah.
And that one, he was
It's
also
like the
an artist.
Spider-Man universe or some shit.
Sure. That. Yeah. What? What? But it's like I do like the idea of like recurring like vibes or like recurring style in all his videos, because then you get a brand. You know, it's
A
like,
brand.
The way
That's one key thing, man. Like having a look. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Which
Yeah.
is right now we're working about the single artwork, man, because
Yeah.
like his music's coming out soon,
Mhm.
and the single art, like we're trying to create like a kind of uniformity to it, so it's like
Mhm.
a vibe in all the single artwork. It's not
Okay.
just random ass shit.
Okay.
So we've been kind of just scratching our head, figuring out like what's the.
I like the mind one that I did.
That was a crazy one, but he has 16 singles coming out, so we need something that every time it's not like a photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? It's like simpler, but it's also
you
a
can do
brand.
maybe like a screenshot or some shit. No, like of
Yeah,
the-
that's lame though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like fucking.
Yeah,
you
that's
ju-
but like you should
only for the like
also BTS stuff would be dope. Like
for a single art though.
yeah,
Single
right.
art's got to be a bit cleaner. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be cool.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you ever saw we did waves way back when we did singles weekly. Is like
What was his?
it was like a cartoon kind of thing. It was this,
Was
but
it?
it was different color every time.
Mm-hmm.
Like blue, purple, red. Because I like the idea of that. If you're dropping 15 singles weekly,
It should be probably.
and it
like
has
the
some kind of style that's like
Yeah.
uniformity. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so
Yo, people that make music, man, that's so much work.
like this.
Oh man. Yeah.
So
yeah,
it was
yeah,
blue. Then
yeah.
another one was purple with a different expression on his face, but it was the
Mhm.
same thing over and over again,
I'm
but
not
different
gonna lie,
color.
I thought that was Zach.
Ah,
I swear to God.
which Zach?
Watershed.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro, I
the
swear.
beard and everything.
Yeah, dude. Every time I saw that photo, I thought it was Zach. Every time.
He's so good looking. I made him the face of YSF's brand. YSF is not the
man.
face of YSF's brand.
Yeah. No, I don't know why, but it
No,
literally
I
just-
totally see it.
Yeah,
It's the hair, it's the skin,
yeah.
the same skin tone,
Yeah,
the
that's
beard,
Yeah,
the eyes,
it was
the
actually
charm,
fucked
the
because I
sexiness. We
I thought you
keep
showed me
going.
Zach just now.
The gorgeous breath coming out of his mouth. What? How the fuck do you get
Whoa.
that off the
Whoa.
single art? The way he
Whoa.
just looks at you and tells you that you're late to a
Wings.
meeting. What? That gets you going.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Battery's still good on that, right? This one's still good.
Oh, dude, it's like no bars. Like any second, it's gonna die.
Hey man, it's the
We should
instinct.
start wrapping up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, plus I got like what 10 minutes?
Oh, you gotta head out too.
actually got, like,
Right.
6 minutes.
All right. Anything before we head out then?
Yeah, we gotta follow up with and upcoming.
It's not a fucking. There's no show next.
I know. I was about to say.
All right. So just really quickly before we leave, answer this question: pre-production, production, post-production. What's your favorite part?
Production.
Which is, like,
So I would say either cinematography, like.
no, like okay, no, I'm talking about. Okay, go on. Sorry.
Huh?
That's your favorite part of filming.
Well, not even just the cinematography. I feel like the process of like having it that day, the day of.
Yeah,
you know, 'cause
the
like,
energy on set. And all
The
that.
energy on set and all that.
Shit. Wait a sec. I gotta change your battery. Give me a sec.
Did it die?
Yeah.
But did it save?
It must have.
I think it saves it right before it dies or some shit.
You think so?
I mean, hey,
We'll find out, man.
the world may never know.
We
I'll
won't
be
have
what
we
I'll
won't
be
have
is
video for you'll be like a
he's
blur
a
or a
blur.
picture of you like I'll get a random screenshot like oh. But it'll just be me.
Yeah,
Two of me.
Yeah, it's two of you. Just double over yourself, and then
Yeah.
my voice is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, finish off with the energy.
So, yeah, the energy on set and stuff like that. I feel like also. Wait. So does this make sense if I'm talking and then?
Yeah, we'll put an image up.
Oh, at the end. Smart. Good luck, Justin. So basically, I feel like so pre-post and then pre-production and post. Production, 100%, mostly because like we're actually doing it and getting it done, and there's always some dope shit happening. But it's
Yeah.
also the most stressful.
Oh, dude, so
Yeah.
stressed. But it's like the energy on set is just
Yeah.
that's what we kind of keeps you coming back to that stress.
Pre-production is so optimistic. Like we're so like, oh yeah.
It's
we can
also
get this,
stressful
this,
too, though, man.
But
'cause
it
you gotta
is
worry about setting it up,
setting it,
getting a
yeah.
location,
Yeah.
the
But
talent.
so is that technically is pre-production? Is that
That's pre-production.
Yeah, it is. I was like, yeah, it is.
I mean,
100%.
pre-production has good parts, what you're saying, like the optimism of concept, but then the
yeah.
worrying of equipment and this and that.
Yeah,
Blah, blah. I think
that is stressful too. You're right. That is pre-production.
you're tripping me out. Are you saying that getting equipment shit is production, not pre-production?
Is it though?
Location scouting, equipment, and crew. Yeah, it's that whole organizing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it has stressed me out a lot, man.
That does.
That's why you need a good producer on. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a good solid producer.
You don't have to think about any of that.
They'll take care of that shit. You just worry about your.
You think about what the fuck you're making, and then they think about everything else. Exactly. But then again, it's like communication too.
Yeah, well, you have to. The better the team, the better the more ease of mind you have, and the better the product.
Yeah,
we make. There's a quote. We do the best things when we're the most relaxed.
Ooh.
So when you're not too stressed, when you can just like
everything
trust people,
becomes like
and then you make decisions more calmly, and you just put that energy out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you force it. I think when you're stressed.
Yeah, man, and which is like it's where we've chosen a place to be. It's stress levels are pretty high.
Yeah,
but it's like it's on you really how you handle it. So you can handle it calmly, or you could be stressed the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
True. That is true. And
on
guys,
that note,
thank you guys for tuning in to Professional Amateurs. And my name is Adil Shamsi. And
my name is Tristan Challenger.
And we are out.
All right, peace.
Every time I